Morrison and Diane Mayhew were co-founders of Rights for Residents and have sought to turn their terrible experience into something much more positive, into campaigning for these changes. And I commend them enormously for that. Just because COVID is no longer seen as the threat that it was at that time, Mr. Deputy Speaker, that is not to say that these restrictions have gone away. As many members have actually said, they are still being used in care settings. And in that context, I think it is tremendously important that a legal right is now established. The new data that Relatives and Residents Association and Rights for Residents have surveyed some of their families and discovered is that this harm is continuing. 1 in 5 outbreaks saw residents confined to their rooms. 1 in 9 outbreaks saw residents not allowed any visitors at all. And care homes still implementing blanket visiting restrictions when there's no necessity for any such thing, quite often saying that it's because of guidance, whether government guidance or local authorities have suggested to them that they should have these kinds of restrictions. None of this is accurate, none of this is true, but it is still stopping families visiting their relatives in care homes. Well, how much longer is this going to go on? How much longer is the government going to allow this to go on? And I don't think something highlighted by the Human Rights Joint Committee on Human Rights, that changing the guidance 30 times in a short period of time helps any understanding of what the guidance actually says. That is not helpful. Let us have a law. Let us have a law swiftly that says that residents in care homes, that those having care and health support, have a legal right to be accompanied by a relative, at least one, perhaps sometimes more would be appropriate, but at least one. That is unequivocal, it is clear. It can be clearly understood by whoever needs to understand it. That is the answer to this. I hope the Minister will agree and will swiftly enact such a change.